Hello everyone, I'm Maria Cristina Salazar, your reporter for today. Data communication. It is the exchange of data between two devices via some form of transmission medium. Meaning data communication referring to the transmission of this digital data between two or more computers. Next, here are the 5 characteristics of effective communication. First, it uses the same transmission medium and language. Meaning, first, it uses pathway that can transmit information from a sender to a receiver. 2. Direct and indirect communication. Second, direct communication happens when speakers' true intentions are communicated in his or her verbal message. Indirect communication happens when a speaker's true intentions are hidden. 3. Mutual understanding. Effective the communication if have that we call mutual understanding, meaning they have sympathy of each person for the others. 4. Continuous process. Next, effective the communication if have continuous process in which a product comes out without interruption and not in a groups. Last but not the least, use of words as well as symbols, because a word can all have symbolic meaning to a receiver. Next, data. Data refers to information presented in whatever form is agreed upon by the parties creating and using data. Data meaning information processed or stored by a computer. This information may be in a form of text documents, image, audio clips, software programs, or other types of data. Next, 3 fundamental characteristics of data communication. First, delivery. The system must deliver data to the correct destination. Delivery data must deliver to the correct destination. Next, accuracy. The system must deliver data accurately, meaning the system must deliver the data accurately or correct. Next, timeliness, meaning the system must deliver data in a something was done without wasting any time. Next, here are the 5 components of data communication. First is the message. It is the information or data to be communicated. Message, information or recorded communication sent for a recipient. Next, sender. It is the device that sends the data message. Sender, person who accept message has been sent to them. Next is the medium. It is the physical path by which a message travels from sender to a receiver. Medium, something that is in a middle position, the thing by which or through which something. Next is the receiver. It is the device that receives the message. Person who accept message has been sent to them. Last but not the least is the protocol, set of rules that determine how data is transmitted between different devices in the same network. Next, data representation. Data representation. All data inside a computer is transmitted as a series of electrical signals that are either on or off. Therefore, in order for a computer to be able to process any kind of data including text, image, numbers, audio, and video. Text, including ASCII, eASCII, Unicode, and ISO. ASCII stands for American Standard Code for Information Interchange. ASCII codes represent text in computers, telecommunications equipment, and other devices. eASCII, while keep press Alt on your keyboard, type the number 69, which is the number of the letter or symbols E in ASCII table. Unicode is an information technology standard for the consistent encoding, representation, and handling of text expressed is most of words writing system. ISO stands for International Organization for Standardization. International organization that develops standards to ensure the quality, safety, and efficiency of products, services, and systems. Next is the data flow. Simplex. First is simplex. A simplex communication is unidirectional, meaning simplex communication channel only sends information in one direction. Next is the half duplex. Each station can both transmit and receive, but not at the same time. In half duplex mode, data can be transmitted in both directions on a signal carrier except not at the same time. Next, a full duplex. Both stations can transmit and receive simultaneously. A full duplex communication channel is able to transmit data in both directions on a signal carrier at the same time. Simplex, half duplex, and full duplex are three kinds of communication channels in telecommunications and computers networking. These communication channels provide pathways to convey information. Next is the network criteria. First is the performance. A network must be able to meet certain number of criteria. The most important are performance because it can be measured in many ways. And performance can be measured by the transit time, transit time, it is the amount of time required for a message to travel from one device to another. And response time, it is the elapsed time between an inquiry and a response. The performance of a network depends on many factors such as number of users, type of transmission medium, capabilities of the hardware, and efficiency of the software, and the reliability. It is measured by the frequency of the failure, time it takes a link to recover from a failure, and network's robustness in a catastrophe. Last, security. How the network protects data from unauthorized access. Next, the categories of a network. Network is categorized with the following factors. First is the size, ownership, distance it covers, and physical architecture. Here are the three categories of networks. First is the local area network. Local area network, privately owned networks covering a small geographic area like a home, office, building, group of building, and etc. Next is Metropolitan Area Network or MAN. Metropolitan Area Network covers a larger geographical area than is a LAN, ranging from several blocks of building to entire cities. Last, Wide Area Networks or WAN. Wide Area Networks, computer networks that covers a large geographical area, often a country or continent. Any network one whose communication links across metropolitan, regional, national, and boundaries. Next, here are the sample of categories of network and with their following factors examples. First categories is LAN, meaning ay LAN, size niya is building or campus. Ownership, privately owned. Distance, few kilometers. And architecture, bus, star, and ring. Example, laboratory network. Next categories is MAN. Size is city. Ownership, public company. Distance, extend over entire city. Architecture, LAN to LAN. And example, cable network. And last one, the size, globe. Ownership, private or public. And the distance, extend over entire globe. And architecture, man to man. Example, internet. And next, the network. Network is a group of connected communication devices such as computers and printers. Network devices, peripherals, or other devices connected to one another to allow the sharing of data. Next, mid-1960s stand-alone devices, ARPA, Advanced Research Project Agencies, DoD, Department of Defense. And year 1967 is the ACM, Association for Computing Machineries meeting, and the ARPA, ARPANET, or the ARPANET, IMP, Interfaces Message Processor, year 1969, ARPANET Reality for Nodes, University of California, Los Angeles, University of California, Santa Barbara, Stanford Research Institute, University of Utah, and NCP, Network Control Protocol, and year 1972, WINC Certification and BabCan, Interneting Project, Transmission Control Protocol, Encapsulation, Wrap, then Unwrap, Datagram, or the UDP, Prioritize Time over Reliability, Functions of Gateway or Gate between two networks. Next, shortly thereafter, or TCP versus TCP. Transmission or the Transmission Control Protocol, because it is connection between client and server. And TCP provides segmentation, reassembly, and error detection. IP, or the Internet Protocol, handle datagram. And Internet Protocol, it originated in the initial network implementation in which it complemented the Internet Protocol. TCP or IP, Internet Protocol today's Transmission Control Protocol provides reliable, ordered, and error check Error check delivery of a stream of outlets or bytes between applications running on hosts communicating via an IP network. Next, physical topology. Physical topology, it refers the way in which a network is laid out physically. The physical topology, the method employed to connect the physical devices on the network with the cables and the types of cabling used, all constitute the physical topology. Here are the four categories of topology. First is mesh. Communication is point-to-point. Mesh topology has a unique network design in which each computer on the network connects to every other. And bus topology, signals are shared with the backbone cable. Bus topology, which all nodes connect to the network via a central cable. Star signals are passing through the central device. Star topology, all the computers connect with the help of a hub. And last, ring, signals are circulates within the network. Ring topology, every device has exactly two neighboring devices for communication purposes. Next, here are the four categories of topology that show their advantages, the disadvantages, and the futures. First topology is the mesh. Advantages: point-to-point link, robust, privacy or security. Disadvantages: expensive in cable and I or O connection, input or output connection, sheer bulk of writing. Features: N1 in connections. Topology bus. Advantages: less expensive than mesh and ease of installation. And disadvantages: difficult reconnection, difficult to add station, and limited number of station. Features: backbone cable. And last, star point-to-point link. Advantages nyo yon is then robust, less expensive than mesh. Disadvantages: using central device, and features: hub, and the yun nga, ring, point-to-point link to both side only, easy to install and configure. And disadvantages: unidirectional traffic of signals, and the features is repeater. And that's all, and thank you for watching.